So we might as well move on to the penultimate song in this block. And we'll try not to get in too biased with this because this song is going to be coming to us from the United Kingdom. So the United Kingdom will be represented by James Newman, as he was supposed to be representing the UK last year. And this time round, he will be singing his song Embers. So have a little listen, and then we will get straight into our opinions.
It's always sort of difficult to know where to begin with a UK entry. This is one of those songs where I feel like, okay, yeah, it's not in the heights of my rankings. It is very much a generic, if very well produced pop song. It's designed to be fun. It's designed to not really have much of a message or a meaning to it. And I like songs that have messages and meanings to them. So yeah, it wasn't necessarily always going to get to the tops of my rankings. However, from the UK, I think there is something to be proud of here. I think there is something that is, again, just really joyful. James Newman set out to make a banger. He made a banger, and it does exactly what it set out to do. And I enjoy listening to this. I think it's a great song. It's not approaching my winners. I think the staging could probably make or break whether it gets out of the bottom 5 or not. I would really like it to, but this year is just so strong. And I think in plenty of other years, we would have said this could be sort of mid-table. But I think particularly because we are going to lose so many strong songs, particularly in semi-final 1, I think the final is going to be such high quality that it's really going to need something special to make it stand out amongst all of the other songs that are in there. I guess luckily on that front, there aren't really a huge number of sort of male-fronted upbeat pop numbers. The only one that's coming to my mind right now is Omega. I might be missing something that I can't think of right now, but it definitely stands out as an entry. I just really hope that they get everything right on the night and give this song the absolute best chance that it possibly can, because we've said it on this podcast before, we never want a country to do badly. We want every country to send their strongest effort, their strongest singers, their best songs, their best staging. We want countries to do well, and the sad part of a high quality, incredibly strong contest is that some songs that are very good are not necessarily going to hit the heights of the results table, but we'll see what happens.
I feel like with this song I may have over listened to it a little bit, so I've kind of gone off it. But I still, like, when it first came out, I did really, really enjoy it. So there is that, like, it does have that initial impact. So Mystery this is one I could do this opening final if it drew first half, because while it's an upbeat song, it's not really a contender to do very much at Eurovision either. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was just shoved in the opening slot. Which would make it struggle to be remembered. I do think jurors will appreciate it for what it is, like, because it's a good quality up tempo male song. I hope he can give a good live vocal for this. However, We've not really seen him coupled with the dance moves doing it all live, so we don't really know how that's going to go. There is still a lot of unknown factors with this. So I'm cautiously pessimistic for the hopes of how well it will do, but I still hope it will do decently well. Just because I feel like the UK this year has put a lot more effort into their Eurovision entry than we have seen in previous years. And I worry that if this doesn't do well, then we're going to it'll be like one step forward, several steps back, and the UK and the BBC will just go, we tried for 1 year and it didn't work out. We're not going to try to do well again, because there's a sense that at times carrying on a little bit of a narrative, and yeah, I do have my deep concerns about it on that front.
Yeah, so I guess I can be a little bit more opinionated, I guess, because I'm not necessarily being seen as incredibly biased, because I'm not necessarily from the UK. I'm actually from Ireland. But, this song, it just doesn't even feel like it's coming from the UK. This is the thing, because we've gotten so used to these sort of songs that, they're okay, but they're not the best. And because these are all people that, we don't really know, who are relatively unknown, and it's great because you can launch a career out of it, as well. We've seen with Lucy Jones, we've seen it with Suri. This song for me it's very reminiscent of the UK charts, and that's what he was trying to do. Unfortunately for him, I don't really like what's in a lot of the UK charts, because a lot of the UK charts are just like remixes and these sort of rudimental style songs, and they're just not really something that I'm that really fussed about. So this isn't really something that's going to be on my playlist anytime soon. It's not going to make waves beyond, I don't know, the 20s or something in my top 10. But I love the charisma that he has. I mean, you can tell he's not a dancer, but he really is trying in that music video. And I think, his intention was just to get people up and dancing. And that's exactly what he wants. And that's what we want to do as well, because it's been so long since we've been doing nothing, since we've been out to a club or anything like that. I do think this will get a decent result. I'm thinking maybe between 13th and 17th place, which probably for the UK would still be seen as some kind of victory. But obviously it's a slow build for what's to come. And given the fact that, we've seen certain countries, they struggle at first and then they do really well, I could see this as maybe the start of the UK's upswing. I'm really hoping, fingers crossed. And I mean, if the UK wins, can we please have it in Manchester? I live here and it'd be so much easier. I don't have to pay £250 just to go on the train.
No, because Yorkshire right. Yorkshire. It'll still be in the north though, so you won't have to pay that much.
I mean, true, but
I know what. Why don't we have it in my back garden?
Why not? Make it like San Marino with Valentina's back garden. I don't see why not.
I've got a decking. I've got a stage. I've got plenty of grass.
I don't see why not. BBC, are you paying attention?
Rosie's backyard in 2K22.
Literally. Oh my god.